Hi viewers, good to have you here. This is E Plus Academic Resource Center, where we take online tutorials for undergraduates and senior secondary students. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at incomplete record and single entry, but for the purpose of this class we're going to be focusing on incomplete record. So subsequently, or in the near future, we're going to look at single entry, but for the purpose of this class our concentration will be on incomplete records. Okay, now I believe you're seeing what is on the board, the format for net profit or loss, the format for owner's equity. Now, before I explain this stuff here, these things you're seeing on the board, let me give us a background of what incomplete record is all about. Okay, now you will have a situation where a company or a small business does not keep complete records that will help you as an accountant, okay, that will help you prepare the final accounts. The final accounts here are income statements and the statement of financial position. Okay, now you might have a situation where the business did not maintain a complete record, okay, that will help you prepare this financial account, these final accounts straight ahead. Okay, so as an accountant, it's your responsibility to ask them to bring the available information they have, okay, to help you with what you can get, what information you can get, what accounting information you can get, maybe from the receipts, maybe from the bank account, the invoices, the ledgers, or not really ledgers now, maybe the day-to-day transaction, maybe the cash income statement, cash flow, yeah, maybe the cash flow, bank statements, invoices and the rest of it. So by the time you pick these items, these accounting items, it will help you to see what you can gather to help you prepare the final account. Okay, now most of the times information that are available to you as an accountant when you encounter an incomplete record, number one, you can information on the assets and liabilities. Okay, asset and liability at close, okay, asset and liability at opening, asset and liability at opening, okay. You may have drawings, okay. Then you may have other accounts that are related to the business, maybe what the business must have done maybe in the past or within that period of time. Okay, so when you have those information ready, it will help you to prepare what we call, or ascertain what we call the net profit or net loss. And how do you ascertain the net profit or net loss? Now this class is going to be the part one. Then the part two, we are going to solve a practical question to see how we are able to manage an incomplete record. Okay, definitely you must prepare your final accounts. It's a must. Your income statement and your statement of financial position. The income statement helps us to ascertain the net profit or net loss. Okay, so sorry, my camera stopped filming. I don't know why. So sorry for that break. Okay, so the income statement help us to ascertain what the net profit or net loss. Why the statement of financial position helps us to know the position of the business, if they are running into bankruptcy or they are still going to operate in perpetuity. Okay, all right. So incomplete record here to help us, for the fact that we are dealing with incomplete record here, to help us get the net profit or net loss, we will not follow the traditional method of getting a net profit or net loss, because the records are incomplete. It's as simple as that. The records are incomplete. So for incomplete record, to help us get net profit or net loss, this is the format we are going to follow. Okay, we have here closing capital. Okay, the closing capital here is closing assets minus closing liabilities. Then we'll less our opening capital, which is opening asset minus opening liability, will give us opening capital. Then if there's an additional capital introduced, okay, within the period, you add it to this and less it. Whatever you get, you less from your closing capital. Okay, you are lessing this and this. Do you understand? You are lessing this and this from this one. This is it here. So this bracket indicates deduction. It indicates deduction. Okay, so when you get your results, then if there's any drawings within the period, drawings maybe goods withdrawn or cash withdrawn, by the owner of the business. Okay, you add it to this your result here, and the result you get here will be your net profit or net loss. So this is the way we get our net profit or net loss when dealing with incomplete record. If you check, it's not the same with the conventional method where you have your trading profit and loss account, where you have your purchases, your sales and all that, because records are not complete. We don't have every detail of business transactions, so we can't follow that traditional method. So this is the method for incomplete record that will help us get our net profit. Then the format for owner's equity. Owner's equity is same thing as the closing capital when we're dealing with incomplete record. The owner's equity is same thing as the closing capital. So to help us get this, it's an opening capital, okay? Then you add, if there's additional capital, you add it to it. Then the net profit you got from here, you add it, okay, to this your values here. Then the result you get, you deduct drawings from it, and whatever you get is your closing capital. Now, in other words, we can use initials to indicate this. Say opening capital plus additional capital plus net profit, okay, then minus drawings is equal to closing capital. Opening capital plus additional capital plus net profit minus drawings equal to what? Closing capital. Is the same thing we have here, okay? Now, since our focus is on getting the net profit, okay, we can make net profit here subject of formula. Okay, so net profit will now be NP is equal to closing capital minus opening capital minus additional capital. You know why the signs are changing, and you should know that by now, because they are crossing the equal sign over to the other side. So we want to make net profits the subject of formula, should in case you are asked to look for the net profit and you're given this information. Okay, so minus additional capital, then plus drawings, which is the same thing that we have here. Do you get it? It's the same thing that we have here. Say it's net profits, then you add drawings. See, the drawings is added. Then you deduct additional capital. See it here. Then you deduct what? Opening capital from what? Closing capital. It's the same. This what we have here. What we have here is the same thing with what we have here. Don't get confused, please. What we have here is the same thing with what we have here. So this is the format for owner's equity. Now, after you must have drafted or ascertained your net profit using this information above, then your next step will be to draft out your statement of financial position, which is also known as balance sheet. Okay, your statement of financial position, which is also known as balance sheet. There you'll be given some information concerning assets, concerning if there are payables or if there are receivables. Okay, you'll be given some information if there are bank balance or cash at hand and all that. So we are going to solve a question, okay, to help us understand how incomplete record work. Do you get it? So let me just quickly go over this again. So this is the format for getting our net profit. If you want to ascertain your net profit, okay, this is the format you use. Then this is the format for ascertaining our owner's equity. Okay, remember I told you owner's equity is same thing as what? Our closing capital. Then you can use the initials or abbreviation to look for these values by using their abbreviated alphabet. NP here stands for net profit. CC here stands for closing capital. OC here stands for opening capital. AC stands for additional capital, and D for drawings. Okay, we're going to see how these things work. Now, in this case, where you have closing capital, which is a capital at closing asset, minus closing liability, you'll be given, okay, we are going to solve a question. I think that will make you understand it better. I'm going to solve the question, okay? All right, we are going to stop here. This will be the part 1 of the class. I don't want to bring in the question here so that it will not be the class will not be too long and tiring, okay? So the next class now, we're going to solve a question. That will be the part 2. So if you don't have, if you have any questions, if you have any question, feel free to use the comment section and ask me anything, and I'll be there to answer you. All right, see you in the next class.